What's up everybody and welcome to the cave. I'm GrizzlyKaun and today we are leaving the busy month of streaming series and entering the busy summer of movie releases, starting with Mortal Kombat 2. Was it as good as we hoped or did it keep the same quality as its predecessor? Let's get into it. So as a kid growing up in the 90s, I absolutely adored the Mortal Kombat movies. I cannot tell you how many times I watched both the original and Annihilation back to back on VHS with a bowl of cereal. Well, when the reboot came along 5 years ago, that's wild. I thought it was a fun time. I didn't love the movie per se. Cole was definitely not a favorite character of mine, and I would have much rather just focused on Liu Kang as the main character again. But I did enjoy the action and the movie for what it was. Well, I thought I'd throw it on again for a second viewing just to get a little refresher before I went into the new Mortal Kombat.
Damn.
Did not hit that same bar as my first watch 5 years ago. It was so much worse than I remembered. But for all the trailers I saw for Mortal Kombat 2, I knew they were going to step it up for this one. Character designs and locations looked absolutely amazing, so I knew the action was going to be right up there with that. And I am happy to say they met all of those marks and met all of my expectations. The fighting locations and settings from the scenes looked fantastic, like right out of the game or at least game adjacent. The character designs were great. As soon as Shao Kahn came on the screen, I was like, holy shit, bravo, that looks awesome. This is going to be an awesome movie. I enjoyed the hell out of the fighting. The special moves looked awesome. Like I said, it met all my expectations. But unfortunately, there's attempts at acting and plot between those awesome fight scenes, and dear God, it is rough to get through. Now, I will be the first to say, the originals are cheesy.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole.
The acting is nothing Oscar-worthy, the effects are campy and very 90s, but damn if they don't do a good job of convincing you that you're watching a serious movie while you're in it. It holds up and it aged very well. The actor's delivery itself doesn't come off as cheesy or forced or anything like that. You just feel like you're watching that late 90s, early 2000s content. It's right on par. Great stuff. This new entry is also very cheesy, and where the effects are like 100 times better than the original, the dialogue from the actors anytime anyone opens their mouth is absolutely cheesy, forced, and just plain god awful. Adult Katana instantly comes off as a horrible actor, and it just makes it even more plain the longer the movie goes on. But I know that a lot of the actors in this are good actors. I've seen them in other things. So why is every line of dialogue in this just terrible? One word: delivery. In fact, I think I found the perfect way to describe any scene that is not fighting action. Now, if you've seen The Boys, you've seen those superhero movies that are in their universe made by Vought. They're meant to be the parodies of the Marvel movies that we watch, and they're all super cheesy. All the dialogue has that over-the-top delivery that makes it have that parody feeling to it.
Don't worry. Girls get it done.
The whole time I was watching Mortal Kombat 2, I swear I was watching a Vought film. Like, no one in the film is taking anything they're saying seriously. Every word is just over-pronunciated, like they're reading it right off the page of the script. It's no wonder they mostly use fight scenes in the trailer, which I admit is the draw of the movie. I mean, that's why we're here, right? But damn, the games have way better dialogue and cutscenes. Speaking of trailers, if you watched all the trailers for this movie, you would absolutely think that Johnny Cage is the main character. Well, that is certainly not the case. That title goes to Katana. She saves the world, defeats the bad guy. This is her movie. Johnny Cage is the main character of the B plot. But where Johnny was a smooth-talking actor,
This is where you fall down.
who was surprised when he came across something otherworldly but still ready to face it head on, Johnny in this movie is a washed-up, no-confidence, bumbling idiot that doesn't discover the power was inside him this whole time until the end. They managed to take that corny 90s believe-in-yourself storyline and turn it into something even more cringy than something that you would have watched from back in the day. While I never expected perfect acting from this film or something that had no cheesiness to it, this is Mortal Kombat after all. Anything in this film that wasn't fighting was an absolute drag to get through. I'd rather go back and watch the original movies or go on YouTube and watch all the cinematic cutscenes from a game than have to sit through this movie again. The craziest part is we have Street Fighter coming out in October, and that movie looks cheesy as hell. But damn, it looks like the most fun kind of cheesy. I already had the guess that Street Fighter is going to be a better movie than MK2, but I will be absolutely flabbergasted if that movie turns out to be worse than this. I think the difference will all come down to the dialogue and the delivery of that dialogue. Where Mortal Kombat has this sense of world-ending threat, so we need to try our best to come off as serious, but the director won't let us go full doom and gloom. Street Fighter looks like a fun, fighting tournament with shit-talking and over-the-top characters. I guess it just comes down to, it looks more fun. Overall, I give Mortal Kombat 2 a 5. And that 5 is being held up very strong by the visuals and the combat scenes. If they didn't have such good special effects and costumes, this movie would be in the gutter. And it is absolutely set up for future entries in this franchise, so hopefully we'll find out soon how long we can expect to wait for the next one. Hopefully not another 5 years. But I absolutely hope that they have a new writer and director whenever they decide to make the next one. It would have been one thing if it was one actor or two actors who had a bad performance, but when it's the entire cast of your movie just comes off as shit, especially when they can act in other stuff, blame has to fall higher up the creative ladder. Fire those folks and try again, please. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss future content. We have Obsession this week, followed next by The Mandalorian and Grogu, and you are not gonna want to miss it. Also be sure to tune in Mondays at 12 p.m. Eastern for some gaming live streams. So until next time, I'm GrizzlyKaun, and remember, the cave is always open.